that was vocally at the time, but I do have vocals that I'm gonna send, and I sent them before because I've been going to Rems Live for like 6 months now, and he's been shown proof. He said that I'm not AI many times, and he's even said he's seen proof because I've shown him it too, and he's even said it in his lives. So then this one night, tonight it breaks all down. They're like, "Oh, Danny." I was like, "When are you gonna do Rems Open?" I was like, "Why don't you do any opens for like our features or anybody?" I was like, "Cause I don't really like, I don't really like doing features or working with people. Like I work with some people, but if I don't really know you like that, or like I don't think you have like, my type of style, I don't really, and I'm also really slacking on them too. But you should get."
One of the big arguments and points they made was that they asked you multiple times over the course of like 2 months, and they said you didn't do a feature for a whole 2 months, and that's when they really started getting suspicious. And then they said when they asked you for raw vocals, you sent in that, and then after they were like, nah, we mean like raw vocals, and then they said you just dipped and you stopped responding to people, and you were I heard like the tracks were taken down and shit. Like I saw screenshots of like them pulling it up, and it just said this track cannot be found. It looks like it was deleted.
Oh no! Like if you go on my SoundCloud, all my things are still there. I just deleted or I privated all my videos on TikTok.
You guys get 7K in here. I think it's 7K. Get everybody in here.
Because I'm working on 7K.
I want them to hear this too. I want everybody to hear like what bro has to say, because this is like the confirmation.
I'm working on 7Ks tonight. Like that's literally what fucked me up, is because I was working on 7Ks tonight. He's sus. Everyone's sus. But I was literally working on this tonight. Like I could show you my mic. I could show you the computer.
Like, I feel like, look, I just want to hear raw vocals to confirm it, because just something seems off to me. And that's all I'm saying. Like I haven't heard raw vocals yet.
If I were you, I would see that too. Like if someone sends that and it's like raw vocals, yeah, like I'm man enough to admit, yeah, they weren't raw vocals, but they're the only thing I had at the time in my fucking Gmail that I still had. But on my computer, I have all of them right. Like if you were to see, like,
look, I'm gonna show you how easy it is. I want to show you this. This is why I'm saying something's not adding up, because I don't know what you mean by all you have. Because look, I have my shit pulled up right here. Watch.
You have your computer. I'm on my phone.
I can pull it up on my phone too, but I'm gonna show you. That's my regular vocals, right? No, that's my layers. Hold on, where's my main vocals? Right here. I could easily turn that into raw vocals in 2 button presses. Ready? 1. All right, so that's 3.
Shirts the cushion in the pocket, yeah.
That's terrible. That's raw vocals, but it's so easy to get to that.
But yeah, I put everything on my computer, and I've been transferring over to my phone, and then I know that this thinks I'm like I'm pretty faded right now, but I know one thing that's not adding up is that when I sent raw vocals, I sent something else. I get that, my bad, but I do have raw vocals, and I'm going to send them. I'm doing them right now. I can do it. I could even sing for you right now.
I'm not even worried about you singing. I'm saying if you want to, go for it. But like, I want to hear like a track that you've submitted, and I want to see you pull up the raw vocals to that track and like have it, because that's what everybody like wants to hear. Like I'm trying to get people to hear both sides. That's why I'm tagging everybody in here. I want to get everybody to hear both sides, but I want proof of one thing or the other, because absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. But it's looking a little weird, because you sent those in labeled as raw vocals, and then now you're saying they're not raw vocals. So it seems like you're backtracking. It seems like you weren't being completely honest, which now throws into question what else, or could you not be, being completely honest about. It kind of makes it hard to like, I have to take everything now with a grain of salt, because I don't know what's true and what's not because of the way things were represented.
I don't produce all my beats for myself. I have a homie produce them with me. I don't really stay in tune with all that, but I should know if I'm doing all this as an engineer. I was actually apprentice, but like I said, like I should be on this, but I get what you're saying. Like it doesn't add up, and everyone thinks I'm BS, and I don't even know how to defend myself, because I've been defending myself for like 6 months.
Nobody, you don't have to defend yourself. I don't want you to feel like you're on blast and have to defend yourself. That's why I'm not coming on here being like, oh, show us that you aren't AI, blah, blah, blah. Like, I really genuinely want to hear your side of the story. I want to hear like what your 2 cents is on everything. But at the same time, you understand why I also have to take everything you say with a grain of salt because everything's not adding up, because you labeled vocals that weren't raw as raw vocals, and now people think that you're AI, and they can jump to conclusions all they want. I'm not going to jump to conclusions, but I don't have proof that you are or aren't. So I can't really believe anyone until I get proof that you are or aren't. And like, they have it easier, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. The other side, the people who aren't fucking with you right now and they're against you and saying you're AI, they have it easier because you can't disprove a negative. You can't. The only way you could prove you're not AI is to show raw vocals. But if you don't do that, that's all the proof they need to believe you're AI, right? So the burden of proof is on you. And if you can't prove that, then their narrative automatically wins if it's true or not. So I'm not saying I don't know which is true, but I need you have the way to prove it. You're the only one who can prove it is true.
Yeah, I get that, like Roxo, like, cause I was fucking with them way before you, so like, I need to prove it to you before I prove it to them, cause I've been proving it to them for like months now. I showed them proof. They said, hey, Danny Boy's not AI. He's just really good at it. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not the best, but I do my best. And I'm just like, you guys be saying, hey, Remedy said, okay, yeah, he's not AI. He showed me proof, in like, since like November, even before that to now. And then now it just blows up all in my face because his girl wants to say, hey, where's the open? I'm like, I'm slacking on it. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just doing the stuff with my homie over there. He helps me mix that shit. I just fucking put it together, and then he fucking comes over. We smoke. We make music. But I understand your reasoning of that. I have to prove it to you. But I'm going to prove it to you before I prove it to them because I've been proving it to them for months.
Well, the thing is, I feel like that's hard to believe because this time, in my opinion, I haven't heard anything about this until today, and then it all comes out, and then it's like, I've heard one person, and it might be the dude you're talking about, but I heard one person be like, nah, Danny is an AI, he confirmed it. And I took his word for it, right? Because like even I had asked if it was AI to somebody else after I asked you and you said it wasn't, because I was like, man, it just seems a little too good, And then that was before you told me about the engineering thing. So I was like, if you're an engineer, cool, whoop-de-doo. It throws everything into question when they ask for proof and they're not getting it. And when you do send in something, it's not even raw vocals. You know what I'm saying? Especially since you say you have a background as an engineer apprentice, I feel like you would know what raw vocals are. I knew what those were in 8th grade, like a year after I started, I knew what raw vocals were. And I knew it wasn't with auto-tune. Like those are that's an acapella at that point, but it's still like not raw vocals, So it throws everything into question because either you didn't prove it or you don't know what raw vocals are, which means that throws into question your validity, the validity of your statement as being an engineer apprentice, It's just, the burden of proof is on you, is all I'm saying. You have the power to shut these rumors down immediately. That's all I'm trying to say. It's like, I can't take your word for things anymore because everything I have to take with a grain of salt because of how suspicious everything is. I need you to prove it, and if you prove it, boom. But if you can't, they automatically win because the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence, but it doesn't matter to other people from the outside looking in. All it looks like is you didn't prove yourself innocent. So in this type of industry, it's all guilty till proven innocent, man. Anything like that, you have to be able to back yourself up on, and it doesn't seem like you're able to, or if you are able to, it doesn't seem like you are doing that.
No, I haven't been making songs. I've been doing music for like 8 years, not 7 months, and I have all these old songs. And then, I mean, to be honest, like I haven't been really mixing them. My homie has for me, but I do have. Let's see, 4545.
Guys, make sure you guys are liking this live. Get it up here. I'm trying to get this shit to 7K's attention because he hopped off not too long ago. I'm trying to get it in everybody's For You page so everybody can understand the context because this is the first time he's speaking out about this shit and we need to hear it from his side. And it sounds like he's on a computer right now. He's able to pull up raw vocals. I heard that keyboard. I want to hear those raw vocals. I want to hear the proof. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and screen share. I don't know if you can screen share on this live, but I know you can play raw vocals from whatever computer you're at because I heard a little keyboard typing. Just make sure you guys are liking and you guys are already commenting. Don't got to worry about that, but just make sure you guys are liking up this live. Yeah. I just need confirmation because bro, I was in the fucking bath when I haven't taken a bath in months, but I get in a bath and I just did Danny Boy's AI and I'm like, what the fuck? I go to the live and everybody's just sitting there like, oh, Roxo, look, Danny Boy's AI, like, here's all this screenshots proof. Like they showed screenshots saying.
Is it really that big? It's like everyone's like, he's AI.
Bro, it was popping for a minute. That's when everybody was like, yo, like people started coming in the live. And I think TikTok's just starting to do For You page things again because my videos weren't getting promoted. Nobody's was. I did a live earlier today and got 3 people in there, all from the Discord notifications, right? People started coming in when this shit was happening. I'm like, all right, TikTok, it was a perfect storm. TikTok fixed it. Everybody started coming in and it blew up out of nowhere. Everybody's like, what the fuck is going on with Danny Boy? Like they showed screenshots that apparently, like, I didn't see your profile picture or anything, but it showed somebody asking like if it looked like they were trying to make it seem like you were asking them to pay to write a song for you. And that's what, like, I don't know if it was confirmed or not. I don't know if you could say anything about that. What's the confirmation from Danny Boy on that? Is that true? Is that false?
I paid them to write.
You sent a message saying that you would pay. I believe it was $50 to write a song for you.
Oh yeah, I said I would write. Remedy would write the song. I would sing it.
Yeah, and you would pay him $50 for that. Was that part of the message?
Yeah, he said he would pay. I would pay $50 because he was doing opens and he was doing mixes and shit for like deals before the end of the year on January.
So that's confirmed.
Yeah.
See, that's not really writing is some shit that goes on in the industry all the time. It's just you don't hear too much about it in the underground, but like that's another reason why they were thinking you might be AI because like you have a bunch of songs coming out, you have multiple songs dropping a day, almost too much. And they all sound like really high quality mix, like it could be a fucking robot pumping these tracks out. And you're asking other people to write for you. Like it was very, you know what I'm saying, suspicious. And I don't know what's going on, but you're the man of the hour today for all the wrong reasons, bro. And I just want you to be able to set the record straight. I want to give you an opportunity to stand in front of everybody and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Feels fabricated from all parties involved. Dude, I'm just curious, bro, because he's been a reoccurring character in these lives for a minute. I'm just this whole review shit. I found out about this from 7K and from Burger and all the people in that live, and I'm just now like, I've been trying to get Danny Boy in here for a minute, and he just came on here. My question is, I have a question if you don't mind me asking. Why, instead of like just coming to everybody and being like, here's the proof, or like dropping it in a platform like this, why did you say you were deleting all your music and like everybody wins? Like it.
I just felt like to you, I had just been fucking with you for like a little bit, but to them, I felt like I've proven it to them time and time again. I even sung on the fucking live before and all that shit. Okay.
Yeah, like I don't think you've sung on the live before. I got to be real with you. If you did, I don't remember, but I remember you.
I am hurt. It's like I don't like I wake up every day, I do this, I don't really get much sleep. My homie comes over, we mix it, he brings his shit over, we go in the room, we do that shit. It's just like everything's just confusing right now. Like
I agree. I feel like it's more confusing because, like I've said before, I'm just gonna go up here and get the gal and the sweet tea and bring it down because I'm not coming back down. I feel like the most confusing thing about for this situation to everyone is the fact that you are the only one with the ability to prove any of this right or wrong. And it seems like you're very against the narrative building up that you are AI, right? But you have yet to do anything to prove it or disprove it. I've had people say that you sent the messages confirming you were AI, and then I have people who say, like, sent screenshots saying that, you just want to delete all your music and everybody else won. And I'm just confused on, like, where we're at. Get out of the basement and prove it, bro. At least we got some regulars in here who know about the basement shit.
AI thing was that I sometimes have AI help me with my vocals, but I usually just do most of my vocals and then they preset it automatically.
So, see, now the story seems to be changing, and that's like now you understand why I have to take everything you say with like a grain of salt because of what happened initially with the whole like raw vocals. This isn't raw vocals, but I was an engineer apprentice, so I would know about this. And now you're saying you have used AI, but only a little bit. It seems like you're slowly going into the realm of just saying, hey, bro, I'm AI. And at that point, if you are AI, I just want you to come out and be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the best thing you could do is just be like, hey, yeah, I'm AI. You know what I'm saying? But the last thing,
The OJ Simpson trial right here. Does the glove fit?
what do you mean?
So I hype myself up as a big apprentice engineer, but you know, I'm pretty much shit. I have mostly my homie do it, and I just use my voice. He fucking edits it, so he's pretty much the engineer. I just hype myself up because I had a couple years experience and I got lucky as a apprentice engineer.
Are you saying like there's the AI use, but they have your voice and you have AI make tracks using your voice, or like is that what you're saying?
My homie has a professional studio. He does most of the mixes. He has years of my stuff. I just haven't been engineering like years. Like I have the years of experience, yes, but that was as an apprentice. And really, I wasn't the best at it, but like the homie, he really good at it. And I just use my voice and I sing he's like, hey, this will go good on this. I write some shit down. He's like, all right, bet. And if he uses like, I think the only time he uses AI is if he has like, okay, look, I got this. I put the presets in here and the AI presets it to make your voice, you know.
Manny, everybody in the chat, I gotta be honest with you, is kind of saying what I'm like. You're going back and forth. Like first there was no AI, then you used a little bit of AI on your vocals. Now your homie has a studio set up and he does the mixing. Like there's so many contradicting points to where it's like first and before all this, you told me you were an engineering apprentice and that's how you had all your like experience, and that's why it sounded so good was because you were this engineering apprentice and you had this like head start on everybody and you had this opportunity and you learned a bunch of that's what I was thinking. And now it's like your homie. Now
I'm not that good at it, but I'm decent. But like, yes, I'm sorry that I pushed it up to be like, hey, I'm the man. I do this shit. I do that shit. In reality, I'm just like, hey, I need help with this. Like, you know, I can make it like this, but I can't make it sound like this. And that's where the homie comes in. And I usually be in his studio. I've mentioned it on some songs, but in reality, I'm just an artist. I don't even, you know, I haven't been practicing engineering for like maybe 3 years now.
So like my whole thing is like the story has changed so much to where I can't even use a grain of salt now. I got to use like a pound of salt because it's changed so much that like I don't know what to believe and what not to believe at this point. Like I everything seems so contradictory and it's changed so much to the point where it's so inconsistent that I really am starting to believe more and more that you are AI. I need you to prove it. Prove everything wrong. If this is really the case, somebody said record studio sessions. I feel like that's even too much. I feel like just show raw vocals. You said you weren't at a computer, but I heard a keyboard clicking. I know you're at one now, or you were at one for a minute. Pull up some raw vocals and just show people, you know?
What raw vocals? Let me see. I could just sing it, but I got this one right here. Let me see. I gotta turn my volume up.
Show the track regular and then turn everything off, all the effects off, and show the vocals. Auto-tune and all. I don't care how bad the track is. I just showed you guys my raw vocals and they sucked. Like, oh, that's not raw vocals. Look, bro, I suck. Well, I don't suck, but I sing off key intentionally because that's how you manipulate the auto-tune. For those of you who know, you know. But like, listen.
Shirts the cushion in the pocket, yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's just one of many.
Bro, it doesn't matter. You just got to be able to prove whatever's going on, you know?
True.
Learning the 48 laws on, bro, this whole chat. Bro, bro knows game.
Bro knows.
File.
I need my safe hard.
Let's get the reviews going. I'm gonna give him an opportunity. We're only gonna do this a little bit more. I'm gonna give him the opportunity to show the vocals. If he does, it's proven one way. If he doesn't, it's proven another way. But this is like, I just want this to be maybe not the final thing that's said about it, but I want to get confirmation on at least a couple of things. I know Hannah said that she was screen recording, so we're gonna have this like on wax.
On wax.
On wax. We're gonna have everything. So we listen. People will be able to see the story has changed. I just want upfront honesty. I'm gonna give you one more opportunity right now to ask you. I don't care what the answer is, whether you're AI, what it is. No more like changing the story or anything. Just one solid story that is the truth. I just want to hear the truth. It could be that you're an engineer. It could be that your homie's the engineer. It could be you barely use AI. It could be everything's AI. Just the truth, whatever the fuck it is. Tell it how it is, and then show those raw vocals, and that's what we're gonna leave it at. Or don't show the raw vocals, but that's the confirmation.
All right. Let me smoke real quick. Shit.
Let them show the vocals. All right, just pull up the vocals, and then you do that afterwards, I guess. The vocals is really the main thing that matters. Why are you so worried about a guy with 28 followers? This is a other account. He's on a secondary account right now, I believe.
Yeah. Let me just do this. Okay.
Bro's on a burner.
Burner.
I bet your main account's getting blown the fuck up right now.
You already know. This is not good for me. It's like anyone that like knows me, like I'm sorry, but like I'm just gonna because I'm gonna sing one of my songs right now.
Which song is it? Pull up the song so we can listen to the song and compare it to the vocals. That's the best way to do it. We want the chat to be. That's why I said pull up raw vocals. That's the best way to do it. I feel like singing, it's okay, but like I want to hear a track pulled up, the finished product, and then I want to hear you solo out the vocals and take everything off and show the raw vocals and confirm they are or aren't AI. Because people have been saying shit like, I don't know. I don't trust any of those AI. Whether it like, is this AI or not? Websites. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see the proof. And if there's no proof, like raw vocals wise, that's just gonna help out the other side. The best thing you could do right now is either, if it is AI, come out and just say it's AI, or if it's not AI, show the raw vocals. But if you don't show raw vocals, people are gonna assume the former. What's his username? It's Danny Boy something. I think it's Danny Boy, but the O is weird, like it's got a slash through it. Something. Danny Boy, you can plug it in the comments if you want to, but
No. Yeah, but no, I'll do that. But let me see, pull it up. So you want a full song and then me to sing it afterwards. I got you.
I don't want you to sing. I want you to show the raw vocals.
Bravo.
And it's not just me. I want this shit so it can be out there and we don't have to do any more rumors. It could just be like, confirmed or denied, whatever. But the audience also is in here like, just play the vocals, play the vocals. They're the ones who mostly want this confirmation because it's a big thing that's like, you've been consistent on so many people's, so many different music reviewers' lives, right? I'm just the new kid on the block. I've been doing this for around a month, maybe a couple days past a month, but like, I'm still new to all this shit. I don't know the whole backstory, but what I do know is that I've heard from people you aren't AI, and now I've heard from people you are AI, and I just want the proof. I want everything laid out there.
Open. I know it's taking forever. Hold up.
What I do know is I hope it ain't true. I hope it ain't true too. Not only because Danny Boy's been one of the most consistent people in, but also because Hater's also from Arizona. And if it is true, people are gonna have a weird perception of Arizona. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how to draw vocals because my homie mixes them and I sing them. So he's basically my engineer. That.
Where you from? Ohio. Bro, there's no shame in it. My hair's AI. Look, this shit ain't real. No, I'm joking. But on a serious note, just I want you to be honest. I'm not pissed that you're AI. I'm not even pissed that you lied, but the only thing that does set me off a little bit is if you're lying. I only really don't fuck with that because you don't want the reputation of a liar. And your story has changed so much to the point where it feels like that's the only, that's the most likely scenario at this point. So I don't want anything but the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I'm upset about is it feels like I'm being lied to.
All right, here's the truth. I use my voice. I sing it. I don't have any of those things. My homie, I go to the studio. He comes over here sometimes. He's an engineer. I'm not. I haven't been an engineer for years. I suck at it, basically. I'm not this person that, is all this, So I wouldn't, know anything, like, up to date about that shit. I was an okay apprentice, but like at that, I was okay. But the last thing I do is AI, but I'm not this engineer. I'm not this person that I built up to be, but I do sing my songs and I do have my homie mix it and engineer it. And he's coming tomorrow, so if I can get the raw vocals then, I'll do it. But if after that you can block me or whatever, you can.
I'm not gonna block you. I have no reason to. I have no reason to. I'm not upset with you over anything. The only thing I feel slightly like slighted over is the fact that I feel like I might be being lied to. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here to get the truth. I don't give a fuck about anything that's subjective. I care about the truth. You say he's coming tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and handle the rest of these music reviews. And you could tomorrow record that studio session. Everybody saying record the session, show the proof of it, get some raw vocals, do both. Record parts of the session and show the before and after, like here's you singing and here's what it sounds like after when it's being mixed, and then like show the raw vocals. You know what I'm saying? If you could do that shit, you would prove everybody wrong and make everybody look dumb. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm trying to, and the only thing I lied about, and I'm sorry, is that I'm a professional engineer. I do all this shit. I don't really do that. Like, I was a mediocre engineer, and the story is that the not the same homie, but the other bigger homie, he put me on. He ended up getting fired. So then they looked at me. I'm like, I can't do this shit. So they fired me because I was mediocre at best.
See me, this is Danny. Yeah, look. So what I'm hearing is, and taking away from that, I don't want you to just I'm not being disingenuous or anything, but this is what people are going to take away from that, is that you lied about something. And that's not going to bode well for everything else because you hyped yourself up to be, even if this is the only thing that you lied about is this engineering shit and your homie really is an engineer, you still come across as a liar and it makes people not trust anything else you say. That's why I'm saying get the proof. I'm going to go ahead and handle these reviews and chat it up with you tomorrow, come in the live tomorrow and show everybody the proof. You know what I'm saying? But
all right, we'll handle it tomorrow. And I thank you for even giving me the chance to talk about this on your live.
Of course, bro. I want the truth. I don't want anything. I don't want any rumors or anything like that, or any talk, especially coming from I'm glad you admitted that, hey, I was lying about this. I just don't want you to lie about anything else, and I want to get the truth out there. So show the proof, and that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Show the proof tomorrow. Come tomorrow with the proof. If not, it's gonna look so suspicious that people are already gonna have their minds made up. So tomorrow, it's on you, bro. You gotta have that shit ready.
It's gonna look 10 times even worse because I'm like, oh, he's coming tomorrow, and then let's see he doesn't. Bam! No, he's gonna come tomorrow. I'm gonna get the proof. I know you all saying that I'm AI, but the only thing I lied about is the engineering, and I'm sorry that I lied to you all, and I'm sorry I lied to you, Roxo.
It's all good, man. I appreciate you coming forward with that, and I want to see the proof tomorrow. Definitely be sure to do that. But I'm gonna handle these music reviews. I hope you have a good rest of your night, man.
All right. Well, hey, thank you.
Thank you for stopping by and telling everybody. Okay.